Here's a Crosley, not to be confused with the modern brand that imports cheap, crappy Chinese garbage. But anyway, this is a Crosley AM/FM tube radio from 1949. I believe the model number is 88TA. It's in a Bakelite cabinet. And I've had this radio for months. No, make that probably a year or two. You know how it is when time flies and you're having fun and all that good stuff. But anyway, this radio just sat around here. I've never really messed with it. And Shango 066 is working on a similar radio right now and had some questions about the wiring under the chassis in his set. So we can hopefully solve his problems easily. We'll just look under mine and see what it looks like. And here's the chassis, and right off the bat I see some unprofessionalism. It's amazing how much unprofessionalism you see in these old radios. Here are two resistors that I believe are in the filament dropping circuit that have obviously been replaced at one time. And to secure them in place, they just wrapped masking tape around the IF transformer and around the leads going to those resistors. Yeah, that's very professional. I'm almost afraid to look under the chassis. And here we are under the chassis. Looks like mostly yellow and some red hookup wire. Looks like all original capacitors here. Okay, just for the fun of it, let's power this thing up and see what it does. I don't recall ever even running power to this thing. Okay, here we are plugged into the isolation transformer with our AC input set to about 60 volts. Let it warm up a few minutes, and if nothing bad happens, we'll run it up to 120 volts and see what happens. Okay, we're on AM with 120 volts input, volume all the way up. I'm hearing some faint reception.
And we're going to lift up Jesus Christ and teach His Word, and we're encouraging you to bring your friends who may not know the Lord.
Tubes in a split second. How am I supposed to fight the IRS?
Who came to Mark's rescue?
Authority tax service. They took care of everything. They were really trying to help me. They're not just trying to get some money.
Not great reception, but not bad for an unrestored radio that's hasn't been powered up in ages.
Caliber and all about premium nutrition products. Only be depended upon to Larson. Join us tomorrow as we continue the series, The Handwriting of...
Actually, the reception appears to be fairly well. It's just the volume is not what it should be.
Recruiter now.
That's our new R&B station.
And pay the price.
Okay, let's flip it over to FM and see what happens. Okay, that's the tone control. FM appears to be, whoop, there's something. Barely.
6 times.
Oh, there's something.
Through that event.
There's a switch on the back for local and distant. Well, I think I just blew something up. I touched one of these wires here that someone had very shoddily soldered in place, and something smoked. But this really wasn't intending to repair this radio right now. Just wanted to see what was under the chassis to try to help Shango 066 out on his. And as you heard, we had some promising activity until whatever it was just went poof. Okay, so we'll conclude this video now, and later on I'll do a more in-depth video concerning the restoration of this radio. Okay, I found the short. Apparently, I don't know what somebody has done to this dial lamp socket, but apparently one side of it had shorted to chassis ground, which placed a short across the AC line, and I've disabled the dial lamp socket, so we're back to the way we were now. But it works. It's just going to need some help. Okay, there you go. Thanks for watching, and more to come later. And Shango 066, I hope this helps you out some.